This is a short video. I don't post and I don't do reviews, but I'm a little frustrated with the Moza Aircross, and so I'm going to talk about it. I'm a Panasonic DSLR shooter. Have been for a while. I'm shooting on my GH2. It's my G85 on the Moza Aircross, yes. I know the Aircross it's mounted backwards, but I'll show you in a moment why. One of the biggest problems is it just doesn't seem like the Aircross was designed with Panasonic's in mind, despite the fact that it's numerous times in their advertising materials it mentions that Panasonic GH4, GH5, and G85s, as well as other Panasonic model cameras, are actually supposedly work perfectly with this. But here's the biggest problem, and one that really has me kind of frustrated, one that I don't think that there's a solution to unless Goodson starts manufacturing a separate kind of cable. And the problem is that with Panasonic cameras, the cable that it comes with apparently just doesn't work. And even worse, with a G85, this is a small 2-inch cable. Apparently works with Panasonic GH5 or probably a GH5S, but it's too small to span to the other side of the camera because the camera's cable input is on the left side of the camera, rather than on the right side. So this is an issue, and one of the problems that I have encountered is even when I have this set up with a G85, which is smaller than a GH5, the swing arm actually will run into the bottom, and so you're not going to be able to get that 360-degree movement. Now, that might not be a big deal for you, but it certainly doesn't really seem like it's sized correctly. And one of the bigger problems that I have is that I specifically picked up an Aircross because it has the ability to power the unit through the top port. However, the top port, I purchased a unit not realizing that it doesn't have any adapter cables specifically designed to be used with other sorts of DC output. Because I have a dummy battery for this camera, and it just terminates in a female endpoint where you can stick in a DC 9-volt, which I've used to power things with battery power on numerous occasions. However, with this, it doesn't actually work. The problem is that this is an extremely small, I think 2 millimeter male DC power input. It looks like it might even be proprietary, I'm not entirely sure. And that means that you can't really use dummy power unless you buy the dummy power pack specifically manufactured by Goodson, which is an issue, especially for me because they don't provide a dummy power pack in the correct size, the DMW BLC12, which is what the G85 and the GH2 use. But Panasonic users are a little bit left out in the cold, which is somewhat upsetting because that's why I bought this. When people buy products, they want to be able to use the product when they get them. That's the whole point. So if it's not working like that, then something needs to change.